Hey guys, what's up? What's up? What's up? You know, it's your girl, First Lady Davidson, and I am here once again with another video. You guys know what to do. Remember to like, share, and definitely subscribe to the channel to get all updates. All right? Today, guys, let's get right into it. We're going to talk about narcissistic behaviors. Yes, narcissism. We have been hearing that term a lot. We have used it. We have seen people with these personality traits. So we're going to delve deeply into this. And we're going to take a look at one person in particular, CMR. Yes, CMR, because guys, you know, he's still out there acting a fool, allegedly. All right, so let's go into what narcissism is. Narcissism is a personality trait, guys, and it's characterized by excessive focus on oneself, a need for admiration, and a lack of empathy for others. So when we think about empathy, guys, you have to be able to put yourselves in one's shoe and show that kind of emotion, right? A narcissistic person, they have difficulty showing that. While everyone may show narcissistic tendency, guys, occasionally, right? So we're going to talk about that. Narcissism exists on a spectrum from healthy self-confidence to a more extreme and pathological form, guys, such as narcissistic personality disorder. So we're going to talk about the healthy version of narcissism and when it goes into that extreme version, all right? So narcissistic personality disorder, it is a mental health condition, guys. So again, narcissism, that personality disorder, it's a mental health condition and it's classified in the DSM-5. And if you guys don't know what the DSM-5 is, it's a diagnostic and statistical manual of mental disorder. So it's that book there. If you have done psychology major, if you know all the disorders, are in that book. So this is a disorder, guys. It's a mental health disorder, right? And it involves pattern of grandiosity. So think about Mr. CMR. Yes, we are focused on him. A pattern of grandiosity, a constant need for admiration, and again, a lack of empathy, right? And we have to really look into these types of people. They may have a fragile self-esteem, which they protect by exaggerating achievements, demeaning others, or avoiding situations they might feel vulnerable. All right. We could expand, guys. So the narcissistic person, they have an inflated sense of self-importance. These are some of the signs to look out for. They often exaggerate their achievements, talents, or importance, believing they're superior to others. They may do this by constantly talking about their successes or abilities. And they may downplay or ignore the contribution of others. They lack empathy, as I've mentioned before. They struggle to understand or care about others' emotions, needs, or experiences. A red flag to look for is them being so dismissive, right? They dismiss people's feelings or concerns. as unimportant, making everything about themselves, even in emotionally sensitive situations. There's a need for them to have excessive admiration, right? They manipulate others to achieve their own goals with little regard for the impact on those around them. They may use guilt, flattery, or coercion to get their way. They take advantage basically of others' kindness or resources without reciprocating. They have a sense of entitlement, guys. Manipulators. They believe they deserve special treatment. These people with narcissistic traits. And they can become angry when things don't go their way. They expect others to prioritize their needs above all else, complaining about rules, boundaries, or fairness that applies to everyone else. They have difficulty maintaining healthy relationships. Relationships always suffer due to their self-centeredness and lack of emotional depth. A red flag to look out for is they have frequent conflicts or one-sided dynamics in their relationships, blaming others often for issues in friendships or romantic partnership. Another thing to look out for is arrogance, right? They project an air of arrogance, looking down on others they deem inferior, making belittling comments or dismissing others' ideas, acting as though they're too good for certain types of people, right? There's a preoccupation with fantasies. Narcissists may be fixated on fantasies of success, power, beauty, or ideal love. Some red flags are they may constantly talk about future fame, wealth, or recognition, comparing themselves to high status figures and believing they're destined for greatness. They are very hypersensitive to criticisms. Yeah? Despite their confident exterior, narcissists are highly sensitive to even mild criticism. It's Mr. CMR. They overreact to feedback with anger, defensiveness, or silent treatment. They retaliate against perceived insults, even if unintentional. Guys, they lack accountability. They avoid taking responsibility for their actions. Narcissists, yes. And often shift blame to others by refusing to admit mistakes or apologize sincerely. They like to play the victim to gain sympathy. Narcissists are competitive and they have jealous tendencies, right? They can become envious of others' success while expecting others to envy them. They may do this by downplaying others' achievements or accomplishments, right? They have difficulty handling rejection or failure. Narcissists often react dramatically to perceived failures or rejections. They do this by becoming angry, withdrawn, or vindictive when things don't go their way, by refusing to accept constructive criticism as a learning opportunity. So guys, I'm going to talk about the one CMR now. So as far as narcissism go, I mean, I'm not a psychiatrist or psychologist, so this is just my opinion. But he shows a lot of the signs of narcissism, of a narcissist. You see how I'm entitled, him have some sense of entitlement, as if we're supposed to be on his side after all this allegation, even though the molestation charge brought on by complaints from his own stepdaughter. It was dropped, right? People still have them opinion. People still don't believe. They believe the child. And he would get upset because people are still talking about it, because people are still voicing their opinion. People are still trying to figure out, is this child safe? You know, even though the charges have been dropped, he hasn't been living at the home with his wife and the 4 girls. He has his own apartment. Why is that so? Why is that still going on? We know there's some type of CPS case, right? And maybe that's the reason why he's still living away from the children. But it's as if him feels that we must just stop and not question what is going on. He shows no accountability. That's another sign there. None, no type of accountability. When I'm doing interview the other day on the Fix, him saying vindicated, making it seem as if the little girl was not telling the truth. All no. And these are some of the reasons why people are still questioning what is going on. Because why would a 13-year-old go to her school and make these allegations against her own stepfather? And we still haven't received any clear explanation from Mr. Manda CMR. All him go up on the interview and say him vindicated. You're not living at the house, so why is it that you're not living in the house? But we see you in the house recently, and Chrissy proceeded to edit out that part as if she didn't want us to see it. What is really going on? Some days you see she finally take off the ring, but then now you see she have on one next piece of one now. Him, you know, see him have on the ring, so nobody knows what is going on. So of course we have questions, and of course people are going to formulate them opinions, and of course people are going to be questioning and asking and trying to make sure that this young girl is safe. Why is it, CMR, that you are so angry? You and Chrissy, why is it that you guys are angry when people are merely looking out for the best interest of your daughter? You know, we have the Purple Heart movement, you know, Justice for Jay, on behalf of the stepdaughter. I say Chrissy and CMR, both of them can't stand the movement. And remember, these are people who are looking out for her best interest. So you would think that the mother would be happy for this. She's just feeling this man's ego, you know. He's just a master manipulator, and she doesn't even realize this because he's bettering himself. He's in school, he's in college, but what is she doing? She's just home, staying at home, cooking, cleaning, and nothing. I don't see him motivating her or encouraging her to go back to school or to uplift herself, because he wants to feel grand, he wants to feel important, you know. And that's what narcissists do. Again, my opinion here, guys. My opinion. The man is so self-centered. You notice after all his allegations, the man just push out him head, you know, as if nothing has happened. And you notice that the wife, oh no, she can't talk about it. Oh no. And she come out with this sob story the other day, crying as if, and talking about she can't really speak. Like, really? The man have her so wrapped around his fingers. It's as if she's a loss. And these are signs of what narcissists do. They don't really care about anybody's feelings but their own. They lack emotional depth. And even after he had cheated on her and caused this public embarrassment, you don't see how him act. as if she have to go stay with him, and basically as if that's how man supposed to act, right? Man supposed to cheat, and the woman must just take it and sop it up. Clear signs of narcissism. So guys, CMR's overall behavior in these social media streets, for the past few years we've been watching this family, the Carter family. They are public figures out there in the social media world. In our Jamaican diaspora, we see signs, and we can make our opinion. We see signs of narcissism, his excessive air of self-importance, him always feel and come out talking about people are bad-minded, people are jealous, all because people don't agree with his behavior. He's always seeking validation and praise, and they do this to boost their self-esteem, right? Him show a lack of empathy, so it's just always about him. His manipulative behavior, we have seen it played out so many times over the years. And his fragile self-esteem. So even though he may act all grand, and arrogant, his ego gets bruised easily. When things don't go his way, he'll lash out. These are some signs of narcissists. They don't really show any emotions or care about anyone else's feelings for the most part, but their own, right? So in order for us to respond to narcissistic behaviors when we see them or when we suspect them in people, we need to set boundaries, right? We have to be firm, and this goes for everyone. Be firm and consistent about what behavior you will and won't tolerate. You have to manage your expectations by understanding that change is unlikely without professional intervention, right? That person has to get professional help. When we come across a narcissist, we shouldn't take it personal. We have to recognize that their behavior reflects their internal struggles, not your worth. So again, guys, don't take it personal. And the last thing I'm telling you, seek support. If a relationship becomes emotionally draining or abusive, consider professional guidance or walk away. Sometimes you have to run, people. Run when you see these types of behaviors, because if this narcissistic person doesn't take accountability, doesn't get professional help, then it will turn out not to be good. So please make sure you look out for these signs and know how to address these types of behaviors. And again, sometimes you may need to run. I hope you found this video informative. Please remember, guys, to like, share, and subscribe to your girl, First Lady Davidson. Yes, I will see you guys soon live. Please rewatch those videos, those old videos, if you haven't gotten to do so. All right, so I will speak to you guys later. Bye bye.